The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Ducks will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Might as well give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Now the play fake. Going deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass, it's Casey. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big time.
Running room in the middle. Inside the touchdown cage. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Slater. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line to a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking downfield, it's Casey. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the wind. I think you kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
And the Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Makes the grab. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami!
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the ground, it's Paul. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Casey. Oh, they're after him. A strike downfield. Oh, he found a space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks! PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Akron. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Got room to work. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He's moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unleashes one. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw again. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
They'll run it on first and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They give him the rock again on second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This time he's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it into scoring territory, first and 10 from the 11. The receiver on the jet sweep.
And you gotta love it. Get the ball to your playmakers any way you can. Use their speed to your advantage. Nice job handing him the football, getting his speed to the outside to have a successful play.
How about this on 1st and goal? The give to the wide receiver. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Canes! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he makes the extra point. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To throw, it's Casey. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football. He wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to run it. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Jet sweep to the receiver. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the move, still looking. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air from the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Can't make the connection, in the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Casey. It's complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got an open man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Slings it downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much.
He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Complete downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Slater. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate. Momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Scanning the field, it's Grady. Makes the catch, it's Paul. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. first down for this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to keep it in the air. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Got him downfield. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, it's Grady. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it out. It's Slater. And the returner is stopped. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too... And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up with protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
The push down for the tackle.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd in management. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Grab near the marker. It's Paul. There he goes. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Utah. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the back. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to...
It's a fumble on the play. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
And if you're an offensive coordinator, you're like, woo, thank you, Jesus. We got the lead. We're in a great situation. We got to continue to put pressure on the defense, run that clock in the 2nd half with our lead. Thank goodness that thing kept rolling and went out of bounds.
And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to the ground game on the left. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Canes are rolling down the field. To the ground with the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making checks. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Running to Green. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Running to the left. Shakes off the defender. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the single back. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy, I'm just going to take it.
Under fire. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Grady. Gets it away off his back foot. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flip.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Looking to throw. Using the quick game. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The Canes are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground and try to move the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the shot. He's got it along the sideline.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, kind of take that, a little rub their nose in it.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been he uncorks one deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he tacks on the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
So now it's second and long. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On fourth down, going to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front, moving.
Picked off to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play and
unloads it downfield. Snags it down the right side. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Dropping back, it's Grady. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll pull it down. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quickly complete.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Between the uprights, it's good. They are forced to settle for the field goal.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and getting the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it. And the offense should be able to run out the clock. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Got the first down and more. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance.